and forced the incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake. Drummond. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Chauncey Golston. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And near enough.
12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Foot. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Looking to throw. Foot. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Grover Stewart collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Foot. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Foot. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking to throw on second down. Foot will drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The Cowboys have 15-1 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. To throw on third down. Foot. This is caught by Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, Foot. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Beating the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the
the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
On first down, Drummond. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw on second down, Drummond. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached half.
And we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Pollard again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Rams, nothing. Marr kicking off 4 downs.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Harris running straight ahead. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Okay, ready.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down. Foot finding Williams once more. Complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Now a give here to Pollard. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Foot. The quick slant caught. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Pollard will score.
touchdown, Cowboys.
Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But. You're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race. If things go in the wrong direction for them, they've got to take care of business.
This offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Foot. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jamison Williams
from 19 yards away.
And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. Operating from the gun, Drummond looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle to Beckham.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Cade York on now for the field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. York able to send this one through. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game...
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. From the gun on 3rd down. Drummond looking for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. This was a really nice